Imagine a tiny device, smaller than a grain of rice, implanted just under your skin. This isn't science fiction anymore. Human microchip implants are a reality, and while still emerging, they hold incredible potential and raise important questions for all of us. Let's explore what they are, how they're being used in medicine, and what the future might hold. Human microchip implants are small electronic devices designed to be placed inside the human body, typically under the skin. They often use technologies like RFID, radio frequency identification, or NFC, near field communication, to communicate wirelessly. These implants can store information or interact with external readers or devices. While often associated with futuristic concepts, their current practical applications are primarily focused on specific, often medical, purposes. The most significant area of development for human microchip implants is in healthcare. They offer potential solutions for patient management, treatment delivery, and health monitoring. Early applications focused on identification and access to vital patient data. This could be crucial in emergency situations where a patient is unable to communicate. One of the earliest medical uses involved storing a unique identifier linked to a patient's medical records. This allowed healthcare professionals quick access to critical information. The FDA-approved VeriChip, though no longer on the market, was an example of this. It stored an ID number that could be scanned to retrieve data like allergies or current medications. Some experimental implants have even been explored for storing vaccination records. This could potentially streamline access to health status information in certain contexts. Quick access to medical history can be life-saving. In an emergency, knowing a patient's blood type or severe allergies instantly can guide treatment decisions. While the VeriChip faced privacy concerns and was discontinued, the concept of using implants for rapid data access persists in research. The goal is to provide essential information when seconds count. Another groundbreaking application is using implantable microchips to deliver medication. These devices can be programmed to release drugs precisely when needed. This offers a significant advantage over traditional methods like injections or pills, especially for chronic conditions. It can ensure consistent dosing and improve patient adherence. Research has shown microchips capable of delivering drugs like leuprolide, used for conditions like prostate cancer or endometriosis. These chips can match the precision of injections. Another trial successfully used microchips to administer parathyroid hormone for osteoporosis treatment. This demonstrated their potential for various hormone therapies. These chips often use tiny reservoirs that open via electrothermal mechanisms. This allows for controlled release according to a preset schedule or even on demand. Such systems are ideal for conditions requiring long-term timed medication. They could reduce the burden of daily doses or frequent clinic visits for patients. The future of medical microchips includes real-time health monitoring. Researchers are developing implants that can track vital signs or specific biomarkers. Imagine a chip that continuously monitors your glucose levels if you have diabetes. This could provide more accurate data than intermittent testing. While still largely in development, these monitoring chips could revolutionize chronic disease management. They could alert patients or doctors to concerning changes immediately. Implants are also being explored to assist vulnerable populations, such as those with dementia or Alzheimer's. They could store essential medical data or even aid in location tracking if a person wanders. This monitoring capability could provide peace of mind for caregivers and enhance the safety of patients who might be at risk. It represents a significant step towards proactive healthcare. Microchips are also finding uses in assistive technologies. Chips with NFC or RFID capabilities can help individuals with mobility challenges interact with their environment. For someone using a wheelchair, a chip implant could allow them to open doors or control smart home devices contactlessly. This enhances independence and accessibility. Experimental projects are also exploring how chip-enabled systems could assist visually impaired individuals. This might involve providing audio or tactile feedback based on environmental data. These applications highlight the potential for microchips to serve as interfaces between the human body and technology. They can empower individuals by providing new ways to interact with the world. The goal is to integrate technology seamlessly into daily life to overcome physical barriers. Microchips offer a discreet and potentially powerful way to achieve this. Despite the exciting potential, human microchip implants raise significant concerns. These need careful consideration before widespread adoption can occur. Addressing these limitations is crucial for building public trust and ensuring responsible development. Safety, privacy, and ethical issues are at the forefront. As with any medical implant, there are potential health risks. These include the possibility of infection at the implantation site. Tissue reactions to the foreign material are another concern. While materials are designed to be biocompatible, individual responses can vary. Compatibility with medical imaging procedures like MRIs needs to be carefully assessed. Some implants could pose risks or interfere with scans. Rare cases of implant migration within the body have been reported in animal studies. The long-term effects of implants on human tissue over decades are still being studied. Animal studies have also shown rare associations between implants and tumor formation. While not directly transferable to humans, this highlights the need for long-term safety data. Ensuring the long-term safety and biocompatibility of these devices is paramount. Rigorous testing and monitoring are essential. Perhaps the most debated concern is privacy and data security. What happens to the information stored on or accessed by the chip? Medical history, location data, or even access credentials could be vulnerable. Hacking or unauthorized access is a significant risk. The potential for misuse of this data is a major ethical debate. Could employers, insurance companies, or governments access sensitive personal information without consent? Strong encryption and robust security protocols are essential. However, no system is entirely immune to sophisticated cyber threats. Public trust hinges on the assurance that personal data remains private and secure. Clear regulations and ethical guidelines are needed to protect individuals. The debate over who owns and controls the data generated by or stored on implants is ongoing. This is a critical aspect of the privacy discussion. The regulatory pathway for medical microchip implants is complex. While some devices, like the VeriChip, received FDA approval, others face significant hurdles. Lack of long-term safety studies is a major barrier to broader adoption. Regulatory bodies require robust evidence of safety and efficacy over extended periods. The rapid pace of technological development can outstrip the speed of regulatory processes. This can slow down the introduction of potentially beneficial technologies. Ensuring that implants meet stringent safety and performance standards is vital. Regulatory bodies play a crucial role in protecting public health. The process involves extensive clinical trials and data review. This rigorous evaluation is necessary but can be time-consuming. Navigating these regulatory landscapes is a key challenge for companies developing medical microchip implants. Clear guidelines and efficient processes are needed. Despite the potential and ongoing research, medical microchipping remains a niche application. Most uses are currently confined to research studies or limited pilot programs. Voluntary adoption for non-medical uses, such as access control in offices or gyms, is more common in some regions like Sweden and the US. Broader medical use depends heavily on addressing the significant safety and ethical concerns. Public acceptance is also a critical factor. Future progress will rely on continued research, robust safety data, and open public dialogue about the implications of these technologies. Let's take a closer look at one specific medical application, using microchips to deliver the drug leuprolide. This highlights the precision and benefits these systems can offer. Leuprolide is a synthetic hormone used to treat conditions requiring sustained hormone suppression. These include certain types of cancer and other hormone-sensitive disorders. Traditional methods often involve frequent injections, which can be inconvenient and sometimes lead to inconsistent drug levels. Microchip delivery aims to improve upon this. These microchips are designed as implantable devices containing tiny reservoirs filled with leuprolide acetate. The drug is stored in these compartments until needed. The release mechanism is often electrothermal activation or a pre-programmed schedule. A small electrical current or heat pulse opens a reservoir, releasing a precise dose. This controlled release ensures a steady level of the drug in the body over time. This is particularly important for hormone therapies. The targeted therapy is used primarily for conditions benefiting from sustained hormone suppression. This includes prostate cancer, where it reduces testosterone. It's also used for conditions like endometriosis and uterine fibroids by suppressing estrogen production. In children, it can treat precocious puberty by halting premature hormone release. The ability to deliver the drug consistently over long periods is a major advantage. It eliminates the need for patients to remember or receive frequent injections. Microchip delivery offers several key advantages compared to conventional leuprolide administration. Precision and patient convenience are high on the list. One significant benefit is avoiding the flare effect sometimes seen with initial LHRH agonist injections. This is a temporary surge in hormone levels before suppression occurs. Microchips deliver consistent doses from the start, preventing this initial surge. This can lead to a smoother therapeutic effect. Improved compliance is another major advantage. Patients don't need to worry about missing doses or scheduling frequent clinic visits for injections. This is particularly beneficial for long-term therapies. It simplifies the treatment regimen for patients managing chronic conditions. Reduced systemic exposure is also a potential benefit. By delivering the drug precisely, microchips might minimize the amount circulating throughout the body. This could potentially lower the risk of systemic side effects associated with long-term hormone therapy. Side effects like bone loss or cardiovascular issues are concerns with traditional methods. Research and clinical trials have explored the efficacy of microchip-delivered leuprolide. The results have been promising, demonstrating comparable outcomes to traditional methods. A 2016 study showed that microchip-delivered leuprolide achieved bioequivalence with injections. This means it produced similar drug levels and therapeutic effects in the body. The study demonstrated comparable efficacy in suppressing testosterone levels in patients. This is a key measure of success in treating conditions like prostate cancer. Trials using microchips to deliver parathyroid hormone for osteoporosis also showed promise. This suggests the technology is adaptable for various hormone-based treatments. These studies provide important clinical evidence supporting the potential of microchip-based drug delivery. They show that the technology can be both effective and precise. However, these studies are often limited in scope and duration. More extensive long-term clinical trials are needed to fully assess the benefits and risks. Despite the advantages, microchip-delivered leuprolide faces challenges. These need to be addressed for the technology to become widely available. One technical challenge is the need for surgical implantation. This requires a minor procedure which carries its own set of risks, albeit small. The implant may also need replacement over time depending on the device's lifespan and the duration of therapy. This means repeat procedures might be necessary. Safety concerns include the potential for infection at the implantation site. Tissue reactions or device migration are also possibilities, though rare. These are risks inherent in any implanted medical device. Careful surgical technique and patient monitoring are essential to minimize them. Cost is another significant limitation. Microchip implants are likely to be more expensive than conventional leuprolide injections initially. While long-term benefits like improved compliance and reduced side effects might offset costs over time, the initial expense can be a barrier to access. Research into microchip-delivered leuprolide is ongoing, exploring ways to enhance its capabilities and expand its applications. The future holds exciting possibilities. One area of research is combination therapies. Microchips could potentially deliver leuprolide alongside other drugs, such as abiraterone for prostate cancer. This could allow for more complex and personalized treatment regimens delivered from a single implant. It could simplify multi-drug therapies. The development of smart chips is also a future direction. These next-generation devices might integrate sensors to monitor real-time hormone levels. Based on these readings, the chip could potentially adjust the drug dosage automatically. This would allow for truly personalized and responsive therapy. These advancements aim to make drug delivery even more precise, effective, and tailored to individual patient needs. The technology is continuously evolving. Microchip-based leuprolide delivery is a promising but still emerging technology. It addresses critical gaps in hormone therapy, but faces hurdles in accessibility and long-term safety data. The field of medical microchips is rapidly advancing, moving towards devices that are smaller, smarter, and more integrated with the body. The next generation promises revolutionary changes. These advancements are fueled by breakthroughs in semiconductor technology, nanotechnology, and the development of highly biocompatible materials. The potential applications are vast. From sophisticated diagnostics to highly targeted therapies, these future chips aim to provide unprecedented precision in healthcare. They are set to transform how we monitor and treat diseases. Next-generation microchips are being integrated into smart implants. These devices can monitor health metrics continuously and adapt their function based on real-time data. Examples include advanced pacemakers and neurostimulators. These devices use sophisticated chips to deliver precise electrical pulses while monitoring heart rhythms or brain activity. They can dynamically adjust therapy based on the body's signals. This allows for more effective and personalized treatment for conditions like arrhythmias or neurological disorders. Orthopedic implants are also becoming smarter. Nano-coated implants, like certain stents or joint replacements, can detect signs of inflammation or infection. Upon detection, these implants could potentially release drugs locally to address the issue. This targeted approach minimizes systemic side effects. Closed-loop systems are another exciting development. Devices like implants for sleep apnea use neural interfaces to respond to physiological signals automatically. This means the device can adjust its function without requiring patient intervention. It creates a seamless interaction between the body and the technology. These smart implants represent a shift towards proactive and responsive medical devices. They can monitor conditions and intervene automatically when needed. Microchips are shrinking to nanoscale dimensions, enabling breakthroughs in early disease detection. These tiny devices can detect biomarkers at incredibly low concentrations. Fat-based biosensors, for example, can detect pathogens like SARS-CoV-2 or cancer biomarkers at attomolar concentrations. This level of sensitivity allows for very early detection. These nanoscale diagnostics could potentially be integrated into wearable devices. This would allow for continuous, non-invasive monitoring of health status.